everyone, happy Thursday. It's April 16th. Like we talked about yesterday in our video, today I'm going to be going over the independent skill that you're going to be doing on your own, and then I will release you to do that, and we will wrap up our scientific text for the week, with tomorrow's video being our read aloud since it is Friday tomorrow. All right, so I'm going to go over what it is that you're going to be working on for your you-do now that I've done one and we've done one together. All right, so again, our target that we should be hitting says, I will explain the connections between events and concepts within a scientific text. Okay, so I'm going to give you some time. You're going to be reading today's topic about Earth, and then I will go over our 3 steps that you should be following in your you-do assignment. All right, so it says, while the Earth is spinning on its own axis each day, it is also revolving around the sun. The Earth makes one revolution around the sun every 365 days, which is 1 year. At certain times of the year, the northern hemisphere will be pointing towards the sun. Sometimes the southern hemisphere will be tilting towards the sun. This creates a weather pattern called seasons. For example, when the northern hemisphere is tilting towards the sun, that part of the Earth will experience summer weather and longer days. Okay, so our step 1 was reading the text. So at any time you can go back and reread that text that I just read aloud to you if you need to. Step 2 is you're going to determine the connections between events or concepts with our sentence starter that we've been using the last couple of days. The connections between concepts in this text are blank. Okay, and then the third step is you're going to write me an explanation about the connections that you have observed. Okay, we've done 2 together already. So your written explanation should be 1 paragraph, just like the 2 models that I've shown you previously in the week. Okay, you will complete that on Google Docs, so you will need to open up in Google Classroom a Google Doc to do those 2 things. So determine the connection between the events, so your cause and your effect, what is the connection, and then you're also going to write your written explanation in 1 paragraph and send that to me through a Google Doc in Google Classroom. Okay, so that is your you-do assignment today. So our video is going to be pretty short, so that you have time to complete that. Also, your article today to read is Desert Animals. So you will read and take notes on that and then answer those questions as well and submit those to me. All right, so to recap, after you have finished that assignment, you should hit this target. I will explain the connections between events and concepts within a scientific text. Okay, remembering that those are about how parts of the world work, both living and non-living. All right, so as closure to our slideshow, our question says, why is it important for you to be able to explain the connections between events and concepts within a scientific text? So this kind of ties everything together that we've been reading about this week. So I want you to think about this and answer to yourself. It is important for me to be able to explain the connections between events and concepts within a scientific text because blank. So take a moment to think about, why is that important for you and me, teachers, students, families, to be able to explain those connections, specifically within scientific texts. So take a moment to think about that. Okay, so you should be thinking about, it's important because we need to be able to explain how things work around us and how we relate to them. It helps us to better understand them. If we can make connections with people or animals or different living and non-living things that are around us, we're able to explain how they work, and that can help us learn more. So like I said earlier in the week, if you are really interested in something that you've read this week or want to learn more about, I encourage you to do some more research and learn more about it. Share it with your families, share it with your siblings, brothers, sisters, grandmas, grandpas, whoever it is that you live with, and talk about it, because the more you share, the more you learn too. So I encourage you to do that. And remember, tomorrow is Friday and we'll be doing our read aloud from Save Me a Seat. So be sure to log in and watch that video to hear chapter 2. All right, and I'm going to release you now to go ahead and do your You Do assignment and your Google Classroom assignments. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.